Wala akong idea sa ganun eh. No? Kasi sa nag-usap ng Minister Win, dahil siya po ang si SP Win, siyang financier na aking susundan. As far as he is concerned, walang ganun. No? Wala nang siya ay finance chair. At pagpapatuloy yun, even the reforms that he has started. So, ang palagay ko rin dyan, sabi ko nga, yung power of the purse rests with the Congress, no, sa Senate, kasama. Siyempre, meron naman talagang mga sinatawag insertions, amendments, hindi naman lahat masama. There are good and bad. No? Sabihin na natin yung mga pangangailan ng mga SUCs, mga health, bawa, programa ko health, pag may nag-request ng mga ospital sa probinsya, siyempre, tutulungan mo pag ni-refer sa amin, at malamang, ano yun, charge, kumbaga charge sa account mo pag ni-refer mo at napagbahan. So, ano naman sa atin na we can only refer there is the agencies or departments that approve. Sila ang nagkakaroon ng ang nagsasala at nag-approve. Huwag lang magkaroon ng post-and-after intervention o kaya yung pre, yung tinatawag na allocables no, na na-discover natin noon. As far as wala kaming alam na, in fact, sa Senate, it's a new word, di ba? Nung nabanggit yan, hindi namin alam yung allocables. So, you can be rest assured that na ako bilang chairman ng bagong chairman ng finance, reforms will continue. No, of course, yung accountability, yung safeguards will always be there as an offshoot of the biggest scandal with flood control. Hindi na kung magyayari muli yun. Of course, hindi na tayo papayag this early. Sabi ko nga, hindi ko na papayagan ang last minute insertions, lalong-lalo na sa BICAM. No more amendments or insertions during BICAM. Mangyayari lang yung amendments or insertions during plenary sa budget deliberations mismo. Pag meron mong pangangailangan, may kulang tingin yung ahensya o mga local, do it on the floor. Lahat sa floor. Everything will be done in open session. No? Wala na ho yung mga secret BICAM, wala na yung small BICAM na tinatawag. So, transparency, unang-una yan, reforms, open ng budget hearings, civil service organizations, academic stakeholders are welcome anytime. They can access information anytime. So, kung ano yung sinimula noon ni Sen Win, na reforms ay ipagpapatuloy.
Pero sir, paano nyo po check funds kung yung amendments or insertions nangyayari during the formulation of the NEP, which has not arrived yet in the Senate?
Well, ang hindi namin alam yan, no? Kasi yung NEP, as I mentioned, yung allocables yan, yung pre-NEP insertions, hindi namin alam. Hindi nangyayari sa amin yan at hindi nga namin, it was a very new term to us. So, kaya ang sa aming nangyayari, kaya nga sinasabi, lumulog ang Senate, pagkatas ng BICAM, kasi ang amendments dito, insertions, nangyayari after our plenary debates, no? During BICAM, pero in open, ngayon, in open plenary na.
But if the insertions happen during the formulation of NEP, that one, you cannot control.
That we cannot control. Wala na kaming kinalaman dyan, agencies na yan, no? At siguro, hindi ko na alam kung ano yung nangyari sa investigation of pre-NEP insertions na tinatawag allocables yan eh. Sabi ko nga, bago sa amin yan dahil hindi kami talaga pamilyar sa terminong allocables. No? So, hindi nangyayari sa
But you are one with Senping na abolish the leadership funds.
Kasi magmula, yung tinanong nga si SP Win kanina about it, wala daw siyang ganun at hindi niya alam yun. Kaya, since we were not part of it, I was deputy majority leader before, pero hindi ako part ng talagang leadership na nag-formulate. So, hindi ko rin alam yun eh. So, ang nangyayari, siguro tingin ko, parang natural pag when you're Senate President, majority leader, financier, napakaraming request na darating sa'yo. Now, we will just forward. Siguro kung ano man maaprubahan yung bahalang ehensya, kaya lang, that might have been charged to us, di ba? Baka ganun nangyari. Kaya, baka gano'n po, kaya lumalaki sa leadership. Baka yun lang, hindi ko alam kung yun ang idea ko, kaya lumalaki sa leadership. Pero, as far as we are concerned, walang mangyayaring leadership fine. No? Ipagpapatuloy ko dahil si SP Win, nung siya yung financier, wala daw siyang ganun. So, hindi na mauna.
How are you
Walang ganun na mangyayari.
How are you going to conduct yung back-to-back budget hearings alongside impeachment and other matters of the Senate?
So talagang namumroblema ako yung sinabi ko rin noon, di ba? Even before we accepted the NEP. Kasi pag na-accept mo na yung NEP, ito na yung start ng budget season. We will be having our DBCC on August 27, 28, no? Thursday and Friday. Kung mananotice yung Thursday and Friday. Kasi Monday to Wednesday, may impeachment hearings kami. Tapos may plenary session pa. So, dati po, pag budget season, buong linggo, budget hearings yan. But now, I will only have Thursday and Friday as chairman of finance to schedule. Or sometimes Saturday pa. Pero kawawa naman ang sekretary, wala nang pahinga. So, I will have to work on Fridays and Saturdays for the plenary hearings. Kaya napakahirap, Thursday and Friday. So, and Saturday if need be. So ang hirap po talaga ngayon. Talagang magmula ngayon, wala nang pahinga ito. No?
So you can see the hearings happening on Thursdays and Fridays.
Sa ngayon, Thursdays and Fridays. That's why I try to limit the number of vice chairs sana. Dapat na una, 4 lang. Kaya lang, hindi talaga kaya. Kaya umabot din ng 8 yata. With some very minor lang naman. Dati 14 eh. No? Vice chair. Ang daming ahensya. Departments na pag-ahati-hatihan. So now, we will have more agencies and departments to defend. Kinontian ko yung vice chairs kasi nga with the lack of rooms, availability of rooms. Kasi pag marami, ang hirap din mag-schedule, depends on the availability. So ngayon, all the finance committee hearings will be in the Senate pag budget season. All the other committees will be at PICC kasi no choice na. Wala na tayong rules because ginagamit for CA, ginagamit for impeachment, ng mga holding rooms. So, yun ang dilemma natin. Kaya pag finance, dito lang kasi the records are all here. Mahirap naman kung itatransfer back and forth.
So, hindi option yung hearings? Hindi yan option?
Well, pag-uusapan nyo kaya kasi talagang sa ngayon nasa rules na you cannot have, di ba? You cannot have hearings while the session is ongoing. It's not allowed, no? But we have to amend the rules because this is a really different situation. Kakaiba ito na may impeachment, may budget, may plenary, no? So napakahirap. Ngayon na halos wala nang nakakapagod, kakadrain na pag yung Monday to Wednesday ngayon. May Thursday, Friday pa, and possibly Saturday. So,
Sen, paano nyo po i-handle yung flood control budget yung next year?
alam mo tinigil totally, no? Nawala yung flood control because of the scandal. Talagang lahat ng flood control projects siniro last year. Siyempre, nagalit ang taong bayan. Nagalit yung anger, yung rage, no, was there. Tinigil lahat. Pero sa akin, I think, dapat natin payagan yung mga nasimula na. Dahil kasi pag flood control, hindi tinampleto, may mga puwang, useless. Nakita naman natin ang flooding ngayon. Diba? Hindi naman dahil nagkaroon ng scandal, ititigil natin yung mga maayos na proyekto. Nagkaroon, tama, may totoo namang gumawa ng kalokohan. May mga gumos project, dapat managot ng mga salarin doon. We are for accountability, but development has to continue, our economy has to continue, infrastructure has to continue. Doon po ang sabi ko sa DPWH, doon po sa mga flood control projects na nakabimbin, yung mga big gaps, yung mga may puwang, yun dapat ituloy para masara. Kasi tubig yan, maghahanap ng lulusutan yan, useless, magbabaha rin. So para yung mga may gaps, ituloy tapusin. No? So walang bago, no new flood control projects, we just continue yung mga mga uncompleted flood control projects. Magkakaroon man pero hindi ganun kalaki na, tsaka at the same time siguro ang masasabi ko lang, itong budget na to, we need to strike a balance between accountability and yung pong economic yung acceleration ng ating pong economic progress, no? Kasi apektado ang ating ekonomiya because of the flood control scandal. Because of this, nagalit ng taong bayan, naghigpit, no? Naglagay na safeguards. So, sa sobra namang higpit, wala namang gumawa na. Walang guubusan. So, yung public spending bumagal, yung growth natin from 7% to 5%, ngayon 2%. So, ando na tayo sa accountability pero kailangan may makain ng tao bayan. Kailangan buhay ng ekonomiya, kawawa naman yung hanap buhay, kailangan magpatuloy. Ano papasweldo natin sa mga manggagawa, mga laborers, mga construction workers, lahat po ng this is multiplier effect kasi ng